Welcome ahead. I'm glad that you're interested in more information about who we're looking for. If you don't have experience training, leading, teaching, motivating, building a team, or building people, that's okay. We can provide that experience and that support here. If you're interested in gaining that skill set, we can give you practical experience right from the start in order to learn and develop that. So your lack of experience doesn't necessarily exclude you from who we're looking for. If you do have experience, then you know what it takes to share a message with enough people to start building a team. And once you have that team, you know what it takes to get that team to work together in order to build momentum. And then you know how, hopefully, to use that momentum in order to create other leaders as they develop within your team so that they can do this for themselves on their own team. That's who we're looking for. We'll teach you how to do that. If you have your experience in doing that already, perhaps this is the opportunity you're looking for to use our systems and our tools to do this faster and better for yourself, to create something with your leverage, to create something with your skill set. If that's your expertise, terrific. We'd like to talk with you. You'd also be a terrific candidate if you have failed in the past, especially in business. If you've put your time, your money, your reputation, your image on the line, tried and failed, not quit. There's a big difference between fail and quit. Would you agree? If you've tried and failed, you have invaluable experience that we would really like to utilize here. You have knowledge, you have personal experience that will really help you relate to the people that you're going to be helping here. This is a business owner's mindset, and you being willing to risk and willing to fail and actually having gone through that process will make you invaluable to your team as you continue to develop them. Now, you will have to do a couple of key things regardless of your experience. Whether you have it or not. The first thing is you have to be willing to get outside your comfort zone. This is for people who want to turn Netflix off for a little bit and work on themselves in their spare time. You don't have to quit your job in order to do this, but you do have to be willing to work on yourself, and you have to get outside your comfort zone. That's where life begins. You heard the cliche, but that's where your growth in both this company, your team, and yourself begins, outside your comfort zone. Second, you have to be willing to talk to people. This is not going to be a business where you sit online at night staring at a computer screen learning online marketing. We'll give you the systems and the tools in order to share this message, but you have to be willing to talk to people that you don't know. If you don't feel comfortable doing that yet, but you're still willing, that's fine. If you're already comfortable there, no big deal. But I don't want to make any bones about this is going to be sitting behind a computer screen, putting posts up or building websites. You have to talk to people. Thirdly, you have to make a time commitment. This is not going to work if you try to do this during nap time or with kids in the background or the half an hour after the kids go to bed before you pass out. I'm speaking from personal experience here. These are the time frames in my life. You have to make a time commitment, just like anything else. Hobby commitment will produce hobby results. This is a business, and we're looking for people who are willing to make a commitment. Fourth, and probably most important, you have to be willing to be paid for the value that you bring and that you create. There's no salary here. This is not base plus commission. This is you getting paid for the value that you bring to our company and to your team. And so the owner's mindset, a business owner's mindset of creating something of value, taking your time and investing in people, investing in a company, investing in yourself, most importantly, is the most important mindset to have here. You have to make that commitment to yourself and to your team. And you realize that profits in building a business with leverage for yourself and for us allows you leverage, perhaps for the first time ever, to create something truly substantial in your life. This isn't a job where you get a paycheck just for showing up. This is where if you do the right things, they can compound on themselves, provide you actual leverage, and create something of value that you own. That's the difference between wages and profits. And we're looking for someone that realizes that this is a long-term approach. Look, there's plenty of money available here immediately and in the first few months and first few years that you work with us. So you don't have to worry about that aspect of it, but you have to focus yourself on doing the right things. The other downside is it's not a job where you get a job description. We just give you a plan and a system that will work for you if you focus on the right things. But that mindset has to be there. So you have to be willing to get paid what you're worth. And if you believe in yourself and you believe in your skills, that's fantastic. If you don't have that belief right up front, but are interested in developing that, again, don't exclude yourself because we can teach you that. You just have to be willing to work at it. So if this sounds like you, then please enter your contact information. The next step is us getting in touch with you so that we can answer your questions and so that you can decide if this is right for you and we can decide if you're right for us. Timing is very important on both sides, and we're ready to go. So it's up to you. If this doesn't sound like you yet, that's still okay. Because if you're looking for an opportunity to grow and develop yourself, perhaps for the next stepping stone in your future or your career, that's fine. You can utilize our system, our support, our training, our tools in order to gain that experience, as long as you're willing to put the time commitment in to build yourself and your team. If you're nervous about what this sounds like, but you've been looking for something to change your life, to make an impact, to make perhaps a drastic shift, but you're just looking for something different, I encourage you to continue to look at more information about what it is we're doing here. If this scares you a little bit, I think that's great. Because if you think you have everything nailed down, then you're probably not watching this video. So if this doesn't sound like you, but you want it to, take the first step, which is getting in touch with us, ask some good questions. We'll see if this is a good fit for you to jump on board. Emerson said, "Do the thing, and you shall have the power." You have to act your way into feeling the feeling you wish you had before you did it. It's a lot like going to the gym. Once you go to the gym, it's fine, and you do a great workout when you're there. But before going to the gym, we have all this stuff in our head that talks us out of going. We wish we had the motivation before going to the gym that we have right at the end of going to the gym. So act now. It's the only time you have, is right now. So act now. Take that first step. Get in touch with us so that we can talk about the next step to see if that's the next one for you as well. So take that first step, take action. I know you'd be glad you did. We're looking forward to talking to you.